Good morning to each one of you folks. I'm extremely happy and delighted to connect with you and speak with you on a very, very interesting topic. You might have seen by now that this channel is about life and careers and a lot of interesting perspectives on life and careers. So, in case that is an area which is of interest to you, I urge you to subscribe to this channel. And let's quickly jump into this very, very interesting topic. And rather, probably, I'm sure for quite a lot of people or handful of people like you and me, it's a worrisome topic in the sense that you see a lot of videos on YouTube and other platforms saying that life ends at 40, careers ends at 40, and there's practically no career left after 40 or 45 in today's job market and world. And how alarming or how true is that is a billion-dollar question which we are going to discuss very, very briefly today. First things first, a lot of people I think are just fear-mongering and pandering to the fear sensations of people. And kind of making them more ambitious, or probably asking them to be more proactive and see if whatever career achievement they can do is done by the age 40. But if you ask me really, for how many people does it happen, or really does it really happen to a majority or preponderance of the people, the frank answer is no. Across industries, I think this topic is discussed more with focus to IT because probably IT, the career trajectories peak at a particular point, and for specifically people who are not able to reinvent themselves at every stage in their career, more so in the case of the IT industry, it gets very tough after 40 to probably grow exponentially in terms of both your rank and role. But that said, even in IT, if people can plan well, obviously there is no way that the life is going to end at 40 or 45. Why are people talking about this life ending at 40 and 45 more and more? I'll tell you the reasons for that. The first and primary reason is that today I think thanks to the internet, thanks to the news websites, thanks to the pink colored newspapers of this country, a lot of light shines on the people who become chief executives of the organizations at a very, very young age. You just have a quick glance at the startup ecosystem of this country today, and probably you'll find people as young as 22, 24 heading the organizations, and people who are 35 or 37 become vice president, and 40, 42 are CEOs of the organizations. Yes, but as a percentage, what percentage of organizations or what percentage of the entire candidate market or the job market do these people represent? That is a question you should ask. And the honest answer for that is maybe 5 to 10% at best, not more than that. What I'm saying is if there are probably 1,000 people out there who are very, very qualified, for example, let us keep it industry agnostic at the moment, meaning let us not separate it as IT or non-IT, but very, very generically, if you look at it, on 100 people, maybe there are 10 or 15 people who probably have hit this peak probably at a very, very young age, probably in the range of 25 to 40. If you probably if all of you for sure know this neighborhood grocery application, 10-minute delivery to a grocery app, Zipto. I think the founders themselves found the company when they were probably in their early 20s, and even now I think they probably are very, very young. Same with the case of Zomato. I'm sure there are 100 other tech startups in a Bangalore or a Pune where the founder of the company is probably about 35, 36-year-old or much younger, and the entire top management, obviously because it is founded by somebody who is in the mid-30s, is populated with people in the senior management and very, very key roles with people of that particular age group. But at the same time, if you look at it, are they going to say that the entire employment pool of that company is going to be only people who are between 25 and 30? No. For important critical roles, they for sure have to look at people at the senior level. If they, for example, if I have to illustrate, if they want a vice president legal who's got an extreme competency in the legal profession, they have to hire somebody with about 20-25 years of comprehensive expertise in the legal profession. So they're VP legal at 45. So what happens to the rule then that somebody's career is going to end at 45 if you're going to hire someone at 45? So what I'm trying to tell you is it is only very, very partly true that you need to be extremely concerned about your age hitting that mid-40s number. I always emphasize one thing: in the first 10 years of a career, you probably have to just keep being yourself as a wandering generalist, quickly understand the space of your industry, the niche of your competencies, the niche of your skills, and position yourselves in terms of what it should be. And once you position yourselves or decide you mentally that make the decision in the first 10 years of a career as to what you want to be, I think the next 10 or 15 years or even 20, 25 years, you should continuously keep working on reaching that career trajectory and not necessarily be too worried about 45 or 50 or 55. Yes, today we are not in a situation where most of us are working in a public sector company where the retirement age is 58. So until 58, you can be very, very happy. That is not the case. Same with the case of both central and state government roles, where people join when they are young as a graduate and after graduation probably retire at 58 or 60 or whatever. That nature of work is completely gone because of the burst in population size, because of the burst in employable youth. Today we are the largest employable pool in the entire world, and thanks to the power of our demography, or the power of the power of the billion plus population and the kind of education systems we have, the largest pool of employment is from this country, and in that sense probably we probably have the biggest pool of people who are in the age group of 25 to 35 and employable and extremely skilled and educated and things like that. And with that population in mind, yes, then the question is whether these people, the entire lot of these people, can be employable for the next 30, 40 years. Yes, there are huge challenges, there's no doubt about it. Things like artificial intelligence are coming to the fore, technology is coming to the fore in every industry. But at the same time, if you have to think that my life will end at 40 or 45, so before that I have to accomplish a lot and keep rushing, you'll go nowhere. In fact, life fails miserably if you falter in the initial part of your career and keep going ahead without reinventing yourself, reskilling yourself every 5 years or every 7 years. So that is the most important thing. The most important thing is to not fear that you'll retire at 40 or 45. The most important thing is to probably reskill yourselves, become a better people manager, equip yourselves with better soft skills, undergo a lot of training programs wherever possible in your chosen niche, and become the best in that. In almost every alternate podcast of mine or video of mine, I keep talking about this magical 10,000 hour rule to excellence in a particular area. But again, it is practically not possible for most of us to put in 10,000 hours. But even if we put in 5,000, 6,000 hours, which is about 10 to 12 years of our work lives into becoming experts in a specific area, I'm sure we will reach a stage that nobody can challenge us in terms of our skills and competencies. And the moment we have the ability to reinvent ourselves, rebrand ourselves, reposition ourselves in the job market depending on how the changes are happening in the market, believe me, there is no way career is going to end at 40 or 45. I myself, as a standing example, I'm in my early 50s today, and if you ask me whether I'm doing extremely well like the CEO of the organization, maybe not, but if you ask me whether there are opportunities in front of me today, I would say yes. And why are those opportunities in front of me? I mean, these are not full-time employment opportunities. These are typically entrepreneurship-related opportunities and probably freelancing opportunities. But these opportunities have come to me because I probably picked up a lot of skills even after 45. I think between 40, incidentally, the 45 to 50 is the age where I probably did the maximum number of learning in terms of undergoing short-term courses, doing courses online, trying to gather knowledge on a very, very variety of subjects related to communication, public relations, PR. So my appeal to you is, next time someone tells you that life is going to end at 40 or 45, and probably you bump across a video where you see that people are sending alarming messages about careers ending at 40 or 45, I think you just need to tell them to probably mind their own business and not to do scaremongering. Yeah, my wording is very, very rude, but I see a lot of people who are very, very concerned about these kind of videos floating around, particularly people who are just in their early 40s and probably have just reached probably only they have been only probably reached 50-60% of success in their career trajectory, and they still feel a lot is there to go ahead. But yes, even in that case, very very clearly, if you bear all these things in mind, attend to things like finding your niche, positioning yourselves better, reskilling yourselves, rebranding yourselves, planning a career trajectory well every 5 years, and working very hard. Of course, that is the bottom line. Working very hard or working very smart, whichever suits you, is perfectly fine. If you do all this comprehensively and keep yourselves ready as a package in the entrepreneurship or the employment market, believe me, there is no way careers are going to end at 40 and 45. You probably can run a marathon much longer than all these people are telling you that you will run. Believe me, all these people who are telling that careers end at 40 or 45 are people who believe in sprint, and the sprint is just 100 meters and it is just a quick run to fame. I think in 100 meters people run in 12 seconds, 13 seconds, whereas a marathon people run for 2-3 hours. It is just an analogy. So if you are running a marathon in your career, and if you are probably doing all the necessary preparation to run a marathon, that is very very important. If you run a marathon without proper preparation, probably you will fall flat on the ground in the heat of it, maybe in 1 or 2 kilometers. But if you probably have to endure say 20 or 30 kilometers, it requires years and years of preparation, years and years of physical preparation, mental preparation, being ready to challenge yourselves physically, mentally, stretch yourselves both in terms of your abilities and in terms of mind power and things like that. A long-term career is very very simple. I think it is a marathon, and the marathon is possible in your career as long as you reinvent yourselves, reskill yourselves, and probably I've also spoken about finding your blue ocean talent in one of the other videos. Probably you can just go through the channel, consider subscribing to this channel for a lot of interesting videos like this. Once you do that, and probably you are in a position to carve a niche out for yourselves, and probably very very clearly plan your career moves time and again, believe me, life will never end at 40, careers will never end at 40 or 45. You probably can go much further. I would say you can go to 55 or 60 if you are physically fit. Yes, physical fitness is very very important. I keep saying you need to keep yourselves mentally and physically agile, plus do all the things which is required for a successful career. I think if you do all that, I would probably in a very very harsh way say that you can cock a snook at all these people who talk about careers ending at 45 in hindsight. And I wish all of us are able to do that, because we need to stop this fear mongering by this whole bunch of people who are reiterating the fact almost on an everyday basis that life is going to end at 45. So what do you mean? People have to probably try and end their lives sometime sooner or later? No, not at all. Everybody has their own space, everybody has their own niche, and everybody has their own goals. So a person who is probably wanting to retire at 45 has a very very different goal. He's planned his things much better. But all of us are not designed like that. All of us are probably designed to endure in the long run. All of us are designed to probably grow very very gradually in a very very phased manner, and most of us are successful in that. I think people who rush through getting too ambitious get burnt out very fast, and somewhere if the calculations of careers don't work, I think you'll be probably stuck. So this is my message. I wanted it to be a very very powerful message. That's why probably I've been a bit harsh in this also, but I'm sure you get the crux of the message. Believe me, life is much beyond, or a career is much beyond or far ahead of 45. It is all in your own hand as to how long you can stretch it. I wish all of us can stretch it to even 60 or 65 if possible. Thank you. I had a wonderful time talking to you in this very very interesting topic. I'm sure this insight helps. Consider liking and subscribing to this channel, and in case you found this interesting, probably share it with your friends. Thank you, and have a wonderful life ahead. Thank you.